So to introduce myself, my name is Didi. Didi Madhupuna, but just call me Didi Madhu. And I was born in Bali, in Indonesia, and then I've been actually my mother was a teacher, and then my grandparent a teacher, and my great grandparent teacher. So that the environment where the environment where, and my eldest brother, he's a teacher too. So he's the environment where really put important role of education. And so when I decided, when I went to the university and I decided to choose the subject law, and then my mom, she asked me, why don't you be a teacher, and then because being a teacher, you work with the being human, that always grow, and you can see their progress and development and their nature, rather than being a lawyer, because being a lawyer, you just have to work with with the rule and regulation of the paper, you know what I mean? And then at the time I told my mom, well, being a teacher, I don't get enough salary. Being a teacher, a small salary, and being a lawyer, I get a lot of salary. So that's only the main reason I didn't want to become a teacher. So, but gradually, and then when I was at university and I met Ananda Marga, the organization who has two main goals: self-realization and service to humanity. So at the university, we very ideological thing. We want to establish, or we want to do something for the community. We want to do something for the society. So, and I decided to join the organization. And then, and obviously, Ananda Marga is an organization that run a lot of projects around the world, including schools, hospitals, children home, and then so when I attract with the goal of organization, then I decided to be a missionary and doing volunteer work for organizations. So I decided dedicated my life to be a nun, and then be a missionary and work with the organization projects. So my first involvement with the Anand Marga School was when I was in Philippines. I got training there for a few years in Philippines, and then I've been involved in the school management in Philippines. And then so I decided not to be a lawyer, and then I left my dream, or my plan to be a lawyer. So I became a nun, and then involved in the school in Philippines, one hour school in Philippines. So from Philippines, and from Philippines, then I work in Indonesia, where I come from. So in Indonesia also we had school there, and such an interesting thing that the school system in Philippines very different in Indonesia, So even though we have the philosophy, humanistic education philosophy, that I'm going to explain briefly, but the system, how the process, or the government rule and regulation, and then also the impact of the children development, such a different. So anyway, so from Indonesia, and then I work in New Zealand actually. After that, it was in the year of 2005 and 2000 until 2009, and I love the country, but obviously we don't have school here yet, not yet. Maybe the future. So I love the country. I feel like I have connection with the land, and then I feel I have sentiment toward New Zealand, because I love the culture. I love the what is called the nature, and I love the people. So we tried to start. In the past, we were actually looking for starting school in this area. In that, before it was now it's Montessori school, but before it was other school that we were thinking to purchase it, but obviously we didn't have that much resources at that time. And from New Zealand, then I was transferred to Melbourne, Yeah, and then in Melbourne, we have school, preschool. Yeah, and we have preschool in Melbourne, and we've been running the school. Our school in Melbourne is for maybe about 22 years now. Yeah, about 22 years. And then when soon as I arrived in Melbourne, and so much, it's very opposite system between the curriculum in Philippines and Indonesia and the curriculum in Melbourne, you know. And I was not what is called trained as early child teacher as Australian rule and regulation, so I have to study, you know, study catch up with all the requirement until I finish my study and then managing the school. So one thing that I love to be work in the early childhood setting, because I can see the simplicity and the purity of the children in early childhood, and then with philosophy that our school, Humanistic philosophy, and our founder said the age from 0 until 5 is the best age for the children to learn. Yeah, to learn in the sense of to develop their creativity and they develop their imagination, and also be self-conscious about well-being, and then as well as being able to to connect with the spiritual, with the nature. Yeah. So our school in Melbourne is the only school in Melbourne who has chosen to be a vegetarian school. So we have vegetarian school because of philosophy. Vegetarian. Yeah. Yeah. And so that's briefly how I came to be, how I work in Melbourne, for the long process. And now I realize, when I remember what my mom said, true, I love to be a teacher, and I'm enjoying it, and I can see the beautiful faces, and I can see the happy families when pick up their children, and they ask, how's your day today? And, and then how for me it's very give me satisfaction when the children say that they had beautiful day at school, and we're able to support the family and community at the school. So now, just because of any question before I go to the main topic, humanism now, yeah.
So the school in Melbourne is an in-demand school?
Yeah, another school.
Is it a kindergarten or a school?
Kindergarten, preschool, yeah. So Anna Marga's organization, global organization, global organization where they have, like I mentioned before, self-realization and service to humanity. So with the self-realization, Anna Marga organization has like meditation and yoga classes, yeah. And then service to humanity. So Anna Marga has a projects that giving service to humanity, like schools, hospitals, and then children home or master unit, like that's kind of so too. So the schools, we have in Melbourne one school, and we are in the process of starting another school because we have long waiting list, and we have a primary school in Melanie, and also we have another primary school in Lismore. Yeah. So the basic philosophy of Sunrise Preschool, where I've been working, is a humanistic education. So the humanistic education have a basic principle. Yeah, that's of the point of the basic principle in the humanistic education. So that basic principle, how we deliver that basic principle through plays and game and creativity. Yeah. So for example, like we do have also what is called the idea behind the idea of humanism is extending our love and respect. It's not only for human being but also the plants and animal. And also humanism expanding our mind from the narrow to the to broadest, and then beyond all the sentiment, beyond all the sentiment and beyond all the narrow-minded. Yeah. So how we deliver that program to the children, the early childhood children, because obviously what we're doing here, that we want the children play, learn through play, and then learn with happiness, with joy, not with fear, So that's the main thing, how the children play with happiness, joy, without any fear, So now, like the basic principle in the humanism education, like in the paper there, we deliver through songs, and also we deliver through stories, and we deliver through yoga, and also meditation. So the yoga meditation, actually yoga meditation, we've been doing yoga meditation at our kinder for a long time, but now starting another kindergarten, putting their curriculum as for the yoga and meditation as well, So, for example, to the songs, So to the song, how we relate that practice to the children, that we need to love each other, or we need to love the animals. For example, one song that we sing at our school, we call it animal song. And then usually we ask the children, "What's your favorite animal?" And then the children said, "All right, let's crocodile." And we ask, "So what do you think, brother crocodile, or sister crocodile, or auntie, uncle, or mother, father crocodile?" And the child said, "Maybe father crocodile." And we sing it, "Father crocodile, father crocodile," And then and after that, let me get the book. Songs there? Yeah. Sometimes I sing the guitar without the guitar. So we have few songs here. You and me. All right. Father crocodile, father crocodile, father crocodile, we are one, you and me. And then father crocodile, don't hurt father crocodile. See? So the message of song, the song itself, like we are one, you and me, and then don't hurt father crocodile. So that's how we're impressing to the children that between you or us, with animals or plants, are one. So and then this is actually one of my favorite songs that we been singing at our kinder. And then we ask another child. So they will put up their hand. So what's your favorite animal? And for example, another child said brother bee. And then we sing brother bee, brother bee, we are one, you and me. Brother bee, don't hurt brother bee. So that's how.
Very cute.
So this is how the children learn, that we interact with the animal, that we have that love, And that's one thing that we used to do at our school. And also, the other hand, that we have like a song, like giving the children, developing their self-esteem. One song that we've been singing with the children. Like, I have a lot of songs here. If you like to copy from me, I'm happy to give it. And for example, like okay, like I've got joy. I've got joy like a fountain. I've got joy like a fountain. I've got joy like a fountain in my soul. I've got strength like a mountain. I've got strength like a mountain. I've got strength like a mountain in my soul. I got peace like a river, I got peace like a river, I got peace like a river in my soul. I got love all around me, I got love all around me, I got love all around me in my soul. So that's one way how we deliver the program to the songs and singing. Yeah. And that's what we've been doing in the adult school. And also, on the other hand, with the vegetarian center, that we have challenge, you know. We are alternative school, but we still what's called have connection with the Department of Education, but they respect our way of delivering the philosophy.
Are you funded by them at all?
Yeah, they funded by the government, but they respect with our philosophy.
Yeah.
Because as long as the community happy with our program, and the government will have no any objections about that. You know, one day when we have accreditation, yeah, inspection, and we have the challenge center, and then they asked me, give me evidence, you know, the assessor asked, give me evidence that being vegetarian is good for the children, because when the child need, you know, sufficient food or meat or eggs to grow, you know. So we did a lot of research. We did a lot of research about how the benefit of vegetable, fruits, nuts, you know, or protein for the children health. And then after that they find they are okay with that, you know. So that's the challenge. And then the way we address into the parent, obviously our family are not vegetarian, not all of them. Some of them are vegetarian, but not all of them. But they respect it because they see the benefit of it. And then we don't also ban them or, you know, don't eat meat at home. At home, their own choice, but at the center, this is our philosophy, this is our policy, that we need to respect each other. You know?
Are you providing food for them, or are you just guiding them on what food they can bring?
Well, in the morning, so the sense of community here, what happened that every morning, a parent bring a piece of fruit, and we put a platter, fruit platter, and the family will put each fruit there. Whoever come and give the one piece of fruit, and then we cut the fruit and then share it to the children. So from there, the children sometimes they're so proud that mangoes come from my garden, or that, you know, that tomatoes come from my garden, and we share it. You know, that's a community thing. So that we do in the morning, as morning tea we provide from the parents, it's not from families. In the afternoon they bring their own lunch, and before they enroll, we give brief explanation why we are vegetarian, because of respect of the other creation, and then what is the, you know, and then obviously we explain what is the best food for physical, mental, and spiritual, what's the best food for the physical level, and what the food for the psychic level. So they will understand that from the handbook. And then lunch, they respect us, and they bring their own lunch, but vegetarian lunch. Yeah. So the family has no any objection. But what we do, we publish cooking book recipe. And that recipe comes from the parent itself. So what happened at our school, we do a lot of cooking classes with the children and the staff as well. So, but the recipe comes from the parent. So we encourage the parent to give a recipe, vegetarian, that they have their home, and we cook it together at school.
Do you have afternoon tea?
Yeah, we have. So that, you know, we do a lot of cooking classes, and then we collect all the recipe from the parent, and we publish cooking book.
How often? Every year?
We're trying now. Last year we're trying this year. Yeah. So that cooking book, back to the parent again. This is vegetarian. So we are promoting healthy lifestyle. Yeah. So that's the thing. And then we have afternoon tea. Afternoon tea we provide we provide for the children. So we have our own fruits, then crackers or whatever they cook in the morning, and we share in the afternoon tea. Afternoon tea. So that's what I mean. Basically, it's a community thing. Community, that feel the family have sense of belonging. Sense of appreciation. Yeah. So now, after that, and then another principle that also we do what we have been doing. We give yoga to the children, and yoga is something that fun. It's not like have to stretch or to have a perfect posture. But it's not. This is something like the children enjoy it. The children like a play, So, so all our staff got trained as a yoga teacher for children. So I trained them. I got training also from organization and from other, being a yoga teacher for children. So I trained our staff to be a yoga teacher for children, And then we do it through the songs. Yeah, for example, I have one song that I can share. Okay, let me think. All right, for example, lion posture. Yeah, lion posture, obviously, lion posture, you sit on your thigh? Yeah.
Calves?
Yeah,
Okay.
sit on it. And then your hand on the floor, and your eyes wide, and your tongue out. Yeah, so like lion, like lion. and then what we sing at that yoga, I said, I'm a great big lion, you can hear me roar when your eyes wide and tongue out and roar. And then I've eaten so much, and I want more and more, and rub the tummy, you know what I mean? So we do it with play, and again, so we can breathe in, and breathe out. I'm a great big lion. You can hear me roar. So that's the way, engaging the children to learn yoga. Otherwise, if we give yoga to children with a structure, they get bored. They don't know what, they just are not interested. But through the play and game,
So every yoga position has a little song to it?
we do have few of them, yeah. For example, like tree posture. Let me remember. Okay, like tree posture, like like apple tree, straight and tall. So okay, make a posture straight and tall. Apple tree, big and small, and make your tree posture. Apple tree. You love us all. So message that you love us all is a kind of humanistic way of educating the children, because humanism is a infinite love, or love is there is, you know what I mean? So like universal love, yeah. So that's how we do yoga, with the songs and also with the stories. I used to make up my own story, when we do yoga with the children. For example, I just make up, all right, I went to Brisbane, and I went to the zoo. When I went to the zoo, I saw a snake, so I will do snake posture. And after that, the snake, breathe in, and breathe out. Okay, giggle your tail, So, giggle your tail, and then you can breathe in and breathe out. And then, I'm so tired, I want to relax. Again, relax position. So make it a story rather than very structured. We are not structured kinder. We have an alternative kinder, but still within that, boundary. So yeah, this yoga is important for the children, because see, they're creating their own imagination. And when we do yoga, sometimes the children create their own posture. I've never known there is what is called, there is unicorn posture. I never known that unicorn posture. But the children creating it. Didi, I want to do unicorn posture. All right, show me what is unicorn posture, and they made it. You know, and then sometimes they also do the mermaid posture, you know, and different what I saw in the book. They're creating their own. So that's how we let the children to create their own imagination and their own creativity, because when they come to the school with a lot of, you know, have to know reading, have to know how to write, have to do math, and that's the basic, like our founders said, the basic thing that we have to give the children opportunity to learn, to expand their creativity, imagination from 0 to 5. That's very important.
So with the yoga, what is your specific purpose with the children? Are you, what's your goal with doing the yoga?
Yoga. So our goal is relaxation and also muscle flexibility, but not with the glandular system or nerve something now, because the children not yet developed perfectly in a yogic perspective. So imagination and creativity, and also relaxation and breathing exercise. You know, like breathe in, like one song, like yoga. You know, a story about a rabbit. Rabbit wanna steal a carrot. You know, and when want to steal a carrot, the wolf is there. And then a little rabbit, you know, and then hide. When hide, okay, breathe in. I hold my breath tightly, so the wolf will not be, will not catch you. And breathe in, hold the breath, and breathe out. You know, again, breathe in, hold the breath, and breathe out. Yeah. So that's how the children practice with the breathing also. Yeah. So that's what we do the yoga at our Humanistic school. On the other hand, we also what's called about meditation. Yeah, we also deliver the program meditation for the children. Again, visualization, imagination, creativity is very important in humanism education. Yeah. So during meditation, we don't have to say you have to straight your back, not like that, or you have to cross your legs, not like that, like how adults do the meditation, and also the imagination, you know. So what we encourage them in the beginning when starting the meditation, because like 3 years old, they don't know what lotus positions is, they don't know what the meditation is, you know. And what we do encouraging, you know, like simply cross your leg, yeah, cross your leg, and be relaxed. Put your hand on your lap. And we don't call it yet as lotus position, but cross your leg, put your hand on your lap, and then take a deep breath. Breathe in, and then breathe out. And then after that, I visualizing them, you know, giving them imagination. Imagine that you are sitting in a beautiful place, that you feel safe and calm. So they feel like safe, you know, and surround you is love. And it's normal that the children feel restless in the beginning. It's normal. They just want to talk with their peers, want to, you know, cooking their friends. It's okay. It's not big deal at the beginning, you know. And an imagination that when you breathe in, you receive love from your parents, families, your teachers, your friends, plants, and animals. When breathe out, you are giving love to them. Yeah. When breathe in, receiving love from your parents, families, teachers, friends, plants, and animals. When breathe out, you're giving love to them. So that visualization of breathing and then breathe out. And amazing. I've been taking work placement, student work placement. Yeah, student. Yeah, student work placement. And then, so all of them, all their feedback after doing work placement with us, that our school, one of the calmest school compared with other school, because they feel everybody relaxed, everybody calm, because of energy, you know, respecting and loving each other, you know. And slowly, gradually, when they go to the 4-year kinder, and then they will understand how to be respectful. Yeah, in the sense of, all right, when do meditation, if quite a few children still noisy, or make a situation is not, I would say being respectful. If you're not in the mood, it's okay. It's okay if you're not in the mood, but please respect your friends, and you can think something else that you like. So that's how we're guiding the children, not pushing them, not giving them pressure, but acknowledging the respect, with each other. Maybe your friends want to do meditation, you don't want to do meditation, it's okay, but be respectful, and then just you can think something else that you like. So that's how we deliver the programs, meditations and yoga to the children, and also that important thing, how the children have that love or extension to the plants and animals. So we do gardening with the children, and the children will what's called plant together. We have small patch garden, and the children planting together with the staff, and then they harvest it, and then after harvest it, they cook it. Oh, family small. Okay, right. Yeah, that's how the process in the philosophy. So I have 5 minutes more. I would love to tell more, but we have only 5 minutes. Any question before I close the session? Any question or any comments about it, or any doubt about, or you want to know deeper about humanistic education? Yeah.
I mean, do most of your families are not part of the organisation, that they just choose your education centre? They're not an
Anandamarga. My family, they are very fanatic Hindu. My
The
family.
families that go to your school, the kids.
Sorry?
The
All
children's
families.
Yeah.
The families go to our school because of philosophy. They are not a member of Anandamarga because of philosophy. And then, and we always do the survey every year. We open. If the family said, no, I don't like the philosophy, that's fine. So in the survey, we ask, what do you think about our philosophy? And all of them said, great. All of them said, happy with philosophy. Because once the parents said, no, I'm not happy with philosophy, we can addressing it and we can processing it. But all of them have no objection. So they come to our school because of philosophy, and they come to our school because of the of the curriculum that we deliver. And then also we have walkabout. Every day the children go to the park. So we have 4 main parks around our area. And then every day the children with the staff walk to the park, and then we deliver a program then at the park. And the kind of meditation or yoga or hide and seek or any kind of program there, or plantation, or we deliver a program at the park. Yeah. So that's what's about, that the children knows about how looking after themselves, and the children know also road safety, where the children has to cross the road, where the children should not cross the road, so that the road safety, and also the community. One day we have pajamas day. At pajamas days, our children knock off each shop, and they said, could you please donate your money because we want to buy a book for our friends who doesn't have money to buy a book. So sense of belonging and community. So the children collect money from one shop to another shop, door to door, and we got the money to buy books for the children who has no money to buy books. So, and they got it maybe $150.
It was pajamas
days.
Pajamas day.
Yeah.
Do they wear pajamas?
Yeah, all of them wear pajamas. I also wear pajamas. I was wearing pajamas. No, I can't wear. No, Didi, you have to wear pajamas. So I wear my pajamas. So, sorry?
Your pajamas orange?
No, my pajama is red, maroon. So,
So they go door knocking in their pajamas?
Yeah, and the pajamas.
All right.
So, and then we collect money and purchase books for the one who doesn't have money to buy books.
So which kids do you give them to?
Kids in your school or kids in other places? Where do you get the books from?
Usually we have like Salvation Army. Usually the families, one of our family work in Salvation Army, so they know the families who are very poor family, and then they really want to have a books, that's the. And one, beautiful story that I always proud about our children. One day, we have our street, there is a tree. The council want to cut the tree for the pedestrian cross. Yeah, only for pedestrian cross, the council want to cut the tree. So they put announcement there that this tree gonna be cut by the council because pedestrian cross. So when come back from the walkabout, we had big discussion. Why we should cut the tree? Why we should not cut the tree? And children give a lot of reason why we should not cut the tree. Yeah, many reasons. And finally, all the children voice, we wrote it down, all children voice, and stick on the tree. That sunrise children not happy this tree being cut because this the reason. For example, the birthday house, the post on the tree to jump, And at the end, the council cancel it. So even though they are small, even though they are only 3, 4 years, 5 years, but they can do something for the world. They can save the world. They can contribute something. So that's what. Yeah. All right, I think my time finished. Yep. Thank you for coming. If you have any discussion or if you wanna know more about philosophy or our school, please feel free to contact me. Thank you.